Hey subscribers, welcome back. We are going to be looking at the commutative law of multiplication. So we've already looked at the commutative law of addition. We're just going to do a little bit of practice with multiplication just to become familiar with it, and then we'll look at some special cases, special examples when you have more than one number. So the commutative law of multiplication is when you multiply two numbers, if you exchange their places, then their product remains the same. So the product is the answer when you multiply two things. So you just need to remember that the product will remain the same. The difference between this statement and the commutative law of addition is this word is replaced with sum when we're looking at addition. So sum and product are really important words that we're going to be using. So this is a generalization of the commutative law of multiplication. Sometimes we can just shorthand and just say the commutative law, but in this case we're being specific because we're looking at multiplication. Okay, so copy this into your books or your sheets if you don't have it already. We're going to look at some examples. Right, so this exercise here, I want you to have a go with this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions for you to try using the commutative law. Pause the video and have a go, and then I'm going to show you the answers. Okay, so I hope you've had a go. You don't need to work out the answer to the product of each answer, the product of each question. You just need to work out what goes in the blank. So in this case, this is going to be 17. 45 times 55 is the same as 55 times 45. Square times blank is star times square, so we know this is going to be a star. And then you've got d times c is c times d. Now, the commutative law of multiplication, just like addition, it does apply if you have more than two numbers, but generally, because we say it applies to two numbers, we can actually just apply it individually to each pair. So in this case, n times m, that's going to have to be a c, and then we've got m and n. So you can see we've changed the order around, but only because they're all multiplication. If there was some addition and subtraction thrown in there, then it wouldn't work. And then 14 times blank is 6 times 63. In the blank here, you can put any number as long as it matches. So I'm just going to put 7, no special reason. You could even put an algebraic term there. Okay, 14 times 7 times 3 is the same as 14 times 63 times 7. Okay, let's see if you can do a true or false. Do these questions show a commutative law? So it doesn't have to be multiplication, but any commutative law, and we know which operations these apply to. So true or false, I want you to decide as you go through the video. Just decide in your head, and then I'll tell you the answer. I'm going to pause between each question just to give you time to think, and if you need longer you can pause the video. Okay, so 43 plus 7 equals 7 plus 43. So I hope you said that this was true, because it's true, the commutative law of addition. Decide whether this is true. Okay, so you probably noticed 4 plus 6 is 10, and 3 plus 7 is also 10. So mathematically as a statement it's true, but it's not using the commutative law. So this is false. No sir. How about 136 times 50? Is it equal to 50 times 136? And is it using a commutative law? So hopefully you said that this is true. 2 times 3 is 3 plus 2. So we can see we're using commutativity, but the operation is different here. So that's an multiplication and that's an addition. So this is false. No sir. How about E? True or false? So this is actually quite similar to the previous question. The operation doesn't match, so this is not the commutative law. How about F? So we can see that we are exchanging the places, but the commutative law does not apply for subtraction. So this is going to be false. How about G, the last example here? Hopefully you remember from your notes as well that the commutative law does not apply for division either. Okay, so let's do a couple more examples here. True or false? Have a go at this. Is this an example of the commutative law? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. 3 times 2 times 4 is 3 times 4 times 2. You are using the commutative law because all of the operations match as well. Is this true or false? Okay, I'm going to tell you the answer now. So 15 plus 11 plus 5, 15 plus 5 plus 11. We are using the commutative law of addition. And then this last example here, true or false? And we can see that this is going to be false because the operations are mixed up. It doesn't quite work like that. We can use the commutative law when 3 or more numbers are all added or all multiplied, but in this case they're actually being added and multiplied, so we're not going to allow that, are we? No sir. Okay, I hope that was useful. We're going to continue in the next video looking at more laws of arithmetic. Make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.